They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
White down. 185. Hey, defense. White.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We're good.
To throw is caught. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the shot! Move it down! Slide down! SOS. You're mine.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got room. Touchdown, Oakland. Matt Breida. Touchdown number 22 on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
Next to score, 37, Chiefs, Daniel Carlson will take off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That one taken in by the former Bruin, Jordan Lasley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Kansas City.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Under 10. 10. Shit.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's get it. Let's go.
He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
1st down, Chiefs.
Yellow. Let's go, Artie. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. This first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. One, later one.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
46-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Here's Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 7:34.
Now they'll throw with Carr. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Put that team on the punt. Check, 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 check. He's coming. OP. He's coming, double up. Right down. Switch. He gets it.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Carr now to throw. Steps away. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Carr. They'll rifle this one deep right, and this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Right now, 185, 56. Hey, here we go. Hold on.
They'll run it with Jacobs. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
You got it.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey, we're good. 180. What's on? Shit. Check 3.
They'll try to run with Breida. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say...
And he's in! Touchdown! Raiders! It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's hungry.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Looking for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, 57.
I said it, let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
And their first down.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. But big man P.J. Hall had the path to the QB there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 15. Stop. Mike, 58, right there. You don't want none.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, they're working on it for a little bit. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Kill.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I got you.
Attack!
58, come on. I'm coming after you. Delta. 58, right over there.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man is Wesley. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. There, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Yellow.
50. Hey, switch gears.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Single.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7.
Key tight end.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Yellow. On the line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he hadn't made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Big Dan. Low.
Slam.
Here's Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end.
Check 31, check 31.
49, check 49.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw there out to Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Kill, kill, kill. Say it, say it, say it. He's
Yellow, 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 yellow.
scratch, scratch.
Hey, 57, calling, 57 calling.
Echo. 58, boys, 58, 58.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Undercut, undercut, undercut.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They needed a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Check, check, lucky.
They'll toss it to Breida. Finding room at the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown. touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 14.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. But they're a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown. But the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings us 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Yellow. Babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Spot!
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
58 to Mike, 58.
15.
You got nothing.
Check. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Yellow. On the line.
Man, I got you.
Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Right there. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school.
15.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. They're able to put this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
50 down. Blue 80. Later 8. I'm covered. Shoot right. SOS.
Now a give coming right is Breida. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
3 bucks. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They run again with Breida. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? 1 play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, push their backs clearly against the wall.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Check.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. His carries tonight, they're getting up there. So maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good guy that can check one up.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. To throw, it's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
58, boy, 58, Mike. You get blocked, me. You get blocked.
To throw is Mahomes. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Maurice Hurst in ball possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Monday, down. 280. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Let's get it. Down. 280. Check 56. Here we go, D. Here I come.
Now it's Breida. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So this one a victory for the Raiders.
17.
So for Oakland, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll just about do it.